It's Jade from Oz. Welcome back to my weekly vlog. Let's keep it real for a second. Making content for a living is the ultimate blessing for me, but working from home can easily turn into a beautifully decorated prison. When your bedroom is your office, studio, lounge room, honestly, it all completely blurs. Add a heavy dose of ADHD and autism into the mix, it's either a salad completely undressed or a salad drenched in dressing. For anyone with a neurodivergent brain, you know the struggle, right? We don't just get unmotivated, we absolutely hit a wall. And our brain completely refuses to cooperate. Unless there's high stakes dopamine or complete change of scenery. This morning I cleaned the kitchen 3 times, checked my phone about 250 times, and I needed a massive reset. It's the middle of winter. Staying at home is always the comfiest option because it's warm and cozy, but it's just absolutely not the best place for me to get some creativity energy today. So I packed my office into my laptop bag with absolutely no choice but to romanticize being a productive member of society today. So I headed up to the State Library of New South Wales. It was actually my first time being there. And honestly, this building makes me feel like I'm in Bridgerton or something. I stepped through those glass doors and the city noise literally dropped to zero. It was breathtaking. And that's where the creativity sparked. The glass skylight overhead, which lets the natural light flood the entire space, was fantastic for my vitamin D deficiency. The architecture is absolutely insane in here. It's gorgeous. This room was lined with ancient bookshelves holding hundreds of thousands of books. It was like stepping straight into Hogwarts if Hogwarts had high-speed public Wi-Fi. Looking around for an empty chair, these tiny little wooden chairs, by the way, that were very creaky. But when I sat down, I got straight to work, even though everyone around writing a literal master's thesis or curing a rare disease. And I was just there, adjusting my little tripod, opening up my CapCut, and I was like, hey, let's just keep editing, right? I was totally there for a different reason. But hey, we're all there to work, right? Who cares what people think? Yes, you're currently watching a YouTube video of me sitting in a historic library editing a YouTube video about me editing a YouTube video. We have officially reached content inception, but honestly, the positive pressure in this room from all the people around me was like a cheat code for my ADHD brain. When you're in a silent room surrounded by heaps of people, stressed out students, researchers, people just going there for tours, you can't just casually open up TikTok and scroll for 3 hours. I mean, I barely felt like I could drink my water bottle in here. But once my brain flipped into the hyper-focus switch, it turns out my work from home brain fog didn't need a massive life overhaul. I really just needed to be in a historic place, a giant glass ceiling, and a room of strangers holding me accountable through sheer silence. After locking in on my editing, I felt really good about how much I got done. So I decided to go for a wander around and I found the legendary Shakespeare room, and I didn't even know this existed. I'm telling you, it was giving Bridgerton. I literally felt like I was in England, and I'm so obsessed with stained glass windows that it pulled me in straight away. I'd love to have stained glass windows in my house one day. There was some books on the side and I pulled out Hamlet, decided to give myself a mental break. No phones, no editing, no notifications, just 10 minutes of silence before I hit the city streets again. My ADHD has officially taken over. As soon as I stepped out, I needed to get on this Lime bike. Look at all these Lime bikes. I think I want to go on the tiny ones. Okay, let's go on this one then. My idea was to go grab a quick lunch in Barangaroo, which is about 7 minutes on the bike. I was definitely not going to walk. You know me, I love going fast. If you've never used a Lime bike before, you should always wear the helmet. Apparently now they give you a fine. Always read through the instructions, just in case. I really love how public e-bikes have these little things for your phone. It just makes it so much easier to navigate where you're going. I wasn't even sure if I was going to ruin my ponytail, but I did. I squashed the helmet on and I was like, I'm just going to fix it later. So anyways, I was trying to get this bike out and this was the only one that was fully charged. And obviously I need one that's fully charged because I don't know how quick it's going to run out. They were packed so tightly together that this guy came and helped move it out of the way, which I thought was so lovely. Sometimes in public, I feel like people just don't really care what others are doing. So I squashed my bag in the tiny front basket. Alright, here we go. Barangaroo. Put my destination in my maps and off I went. What the Oh! Oh my god. I'm getting off the road. What the? I'm supposed to ride on the road? No way. It says I'm supposed to go on the main road, but I'm scared. Okay. Let's go. Come pump it, pump it. This doesn't feel very safe. Oh my gosh, it's raining, guys. I got off the main road. This is the cycle lane here. Okay, sleigh. Alright, 7 minutes. 7 minutes, let's do it. For most of the trip, the bike lane just completely evaporated into thin air, forcing me to ride on the road and just wing it. My life flashed before my eyes like 3 times because I accidentally ran a red light. I was panicking so hard, but I think it's all for the fun. At least the cars would be able to see me because I got bright pink tights on and a leopard print jumper. We're just gonna have to go on the main road. Oh. I don't know. Alright, I'm fucking zooming through. Woo! Okay, we're only doing like 20 kilometers an hour. I feel like I could go a lot faster than this. I've got to follow this Uber Eats driver because then I know that I'm not in the wrong. Because I think I just was. I went on the main road and I don't think I was supposed to. But I have to get to Barangaroo right there. I'm going. Alright, now I've got to go left. So there's a bus in my way. Woo. Alright. Going left. Where's the cycle thing? Follow these Uber Eats drivers. Alright, now I'm just going to follow her and make sure that I get there without going on the road again. It's f***ing scary. Oh, that's not me. I'm going straight. Hello. I'm thirsty. Too good. Let's go get some lunch. Alright. Woo. Watch out, Siri. Okay, looks like I'm turning not this side, but the next one. Boom! Oh, I almost got to hit that car. I just want my sweet potato chips. Alright. Go, 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 go. Alright. Turning down here somewhere. Whoop. Woo! I think I'm in Barangaroo. I think I'm in Barangaroo now. Am I? Yes, I am. Oh, this place smells really good. It smells really good here. I guess this is where I leave them. Ooh. Ugh. Ugh. It's quite heavy bike.
So they reminds me to get back to you tomorrow. I was like, come on, dude.
Stop the ride. Okay, that was $12. Was it worth the anxiety? Probably. I'm gonna say yes. Fill out. Let's put this bow back. I just went and watched back the footage of me riding the scooter, the bike. That lime scooter is so funny. Like my helmet, I just looked so weird. Anyway, I prefer my pink one. All right, I'm getting grilled for lunch. I went to Grilled for lunch because I'm obsessed with their sweet potato chips. Alright, got my grill. And the guy just said, enjoy your meal. And I said, thanks, you too. These are my literal favorite. Grilled at Barangaroo seems to do these sweet potato chips the best I've ever had. And I've come back here twice specifically for them. Not to mention the gorgeous views of Sydney Harbour. How could I resist? They're always so fresh here. This day has turned into such a good day just because I decided to get myself out of my environment. It's always worth it. So I guess what I'm trying to say is if you ever feel like you're in a creative rut or you feel like your motivation is just totally lacking where you are, change scenery. Even if you take a notebook to the park, sit in the sun, you're going to feel so much better afterwards.